Alright, we're back. This is a comparison video between the Audio-Technica ATH M50x versus the Beats Studios. Now, the Beats Studios has been my daily driver since they came out. So that's, I would say, over a year old now. These Studios has not withstanded the test of time. They actually ripped inside and I had to get it replaced because this is not stitched, this is glued. But got it fixed. Well, I didn't get it fixed. Sent it in and they sent me a new one. All new packaging, everything. I actually got 2 boxes now. And these are my buddies that he got on a good deal. He got these for $100. And normally, right now, if you look on Amazon, you look anywhere, you're gonna find it for $159 and up for the M50x. These are hot. They're very good. First impression, my unboxing video, I like the sound. It's a buy all the way. But we're comparing it to the Beats Studios because when I got these Studios, you guys was hating in the comments. And I had no idea that there was so much hate about Beats back then when I purchased it. But I was happy with the sound. I'm still happy with the sound. I think the sound is there. I think the cups get a little bit too hot inside. Whether it's winter, whether it's summer, it gets very hot inside. But other than that, I'm satisfied with the Studios. But how do they sound compared to these ATH M50s? Alright, so you guys heard the sound. You heard the sound and you gotta make up your own mind. Really, I don't think you can make the decision based on what you heard because it sounds just too similar. And this is the problem that I have with these 2 headphones. But the louder one is the Beats Studios. The louder one is the Beats Studios. So we got to give it to the Loudness. Having them both on the highest volume, everything equal as I can do it. The Studios are louder. But I feel there's a little bit of a hum. Something that is not, it doesn't make it as clear, even though everything that I'm hearing is clear. Maybe because of the wireless feature or whatever it is. Or maybe because of the bass, the drivers. I don't know. This is more clear. In my opinion, it's more clear. Maybe because it has less bass. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I feel the M50s are more clear. Now, let's talk about quality. Before we go all day into sound, let's talk about quality, build quality. They're both plastic. This has proved to me that in the build quality in the cups, these things can tear open at any time. So right there in build quality, it cannot be the Studios. But looking at this, it's stitched. It feels more substantial. You know, maybe because it's more new. But I know if it's stitched, it's better than glued. So on build quality in the cups department, I gotta give it to the M50s. Overall looks, overall build, I just think the M50s is a better build. But in the looks department, maybe the Beats. But I think they both look good. So I'm basically going by name brand, why it wins in the looks department. So that bling feature, you know. Now, the bass. The bass, I gotta give it to the Beats. The Studios got the higher bass. The overall sound, I gotta give it to the Beats because it got the bass and it has all the different instrument sounds. And you know, you want to hear everything. If you're listening to a live kind of concert, you want to hear everything. So if you want all that surround sound, you're going to get it right here. But if you really want that clear surround sound, you don't want to be dominated by bass, you may want the Audio-Technicas, and that's the way I feel. When it comes to all around sound, since I'm not a real heavy bass person, I want the Audio-Technicas. Now, there's an issue though. When I'm listening to reggae music, I want more bass. I'm not going to get that satisfaction here listening to reggae music because I want more bass. So, and even rock. I listen to some rock now. So, I need more bass. So, the Beats Studios may appeal to me more. Now, before I go into the classical music and pianos and the real instruments, let me go into what comes in the box. Now, what you store the headphones in. This is a hard shell case which doesn't have any extra pouch, so the cord is going to be all over the place. You're going to have to roll it up real good. I do like this. But if I'm not carrying a bag or anything like that, and I have my headphones and I'm not going to carry this. I'm not going to carry this with me unless I have a bag. And if I have I have to have a certain type of bag. So this don't really work for me. But this, I see the potential in the pouch because it would always work for me. Once I take the headphones out, I can fold it up. Slap it in my back pocket, and keep it moving. I can't put this in my back pocket. So with that, I gotta give it to the Audio-Technicas. The Beats come with two cords, a black cord and a red cord, which is cool. The M50X come with three cords. Pretty much this short cord comes with a long, very long cord, and it comes with the coil cord. That right there is hot. So pretty much when it comes to the packaging, I give it to the Beats, you know, the studios. I give it to the studios. But what comes in the box, I would say that's a wash, really. You can talk if you have your Beats on. If you get a phone call, you can talk. With the studios, from what I see, you can't. But these are, they telling you it's studio headphones. You know, it is what it is. This is wireless. You know, this is wireless. You can use this through Bluetooth. So that's, you got to give it to the studios for that. We're back to the overall sound. Comfort. They're both comfortable, but it seems like the Audio-Technicas are more comfortable. Portability, I give it to the Audio-Technicas. And price, I give it to the Audio-Technicas. You know, price is a big deal. You know, the carrying case is, again, the Audio-Technicas. The sound, it comes down to sound. I went to my friends. I went to my cousin. He's an Apple head. He took a couple of seconds to listen to this. Then he listened to the Beats, and he said, Beats. He didn't need to test it out no more. He made up his mind. I went to my friends outside. One of my friends has a degree in music from Harvard University, and he said Beats all the way. And we listened to numerous types of music, and every time he said the Beats. He says he would. So I said, what about price and with overall sound? He says, I would save my money and get the Beats over the Audio-Technicas. I went to my other friend who who goes out to a lot of parties with us, and he DJs a little bit. You know, he's not a full-time DJ or anything. He just helps out and hangs out, you know. He said the Beats. He said the piano. We was listening to Brian McKnight. He said the piano sounded like it was right here, right next to us, through the Beats headphones. He said the piano sound on the Audio-Technica sounded like we was in the room, but we was in the middle of the seats. We was in the middle of the rows. We wasn't in the front. My other friend, you know, from Hartford, he said this is like having sex with a condom on. And he says this is like having sex without. One of my neighbors who's older guy, older than us, you know, he plays with a band, and he says this has the bass, the highs, the lows, the everything, you know. I'm not saying it exactly how he said it. And he says this is just mids. So they hating on the Audio-Technica. But for me, I'm not a heavy bass person. As I said earlier, I'm not a heavy bass person. I like the overall sound. I think I hear everything more crisp, more clear. I hear everything fine-tuned. There's no bass to interrupt. There's bass, but there's no bass to interrupt that sound. I'm hearing a little bit of everything that I need to hear through the Audio-Technicas. It's a more comfortable sound. Now, don't get me wrong. The studios sound awesome too. I'm not disappointed with the studio sound. I'm surprised the studios is up there compared to what you guys said in the comments. I was starting to think this is trash. Even though I'm enjoying every minute of it, I started to think it's trash. It's not. The studios are good. Is it worth $375? Nope. No way it's worth the $375. But they're good studio. They're good studio. There's good headphones. Good studio headphones. If you want the extra bass, I guess it's worth the price for you. But at the end of the day, knowing what it is now, I would buy these Audio-Technicas all day long. All day long. I enjoyed the sound. I like the way it look. I like the build quality. And I always like to keep some extra cash in my pocket. If you see from all my videos, I'm always giving you guys the best deal on a product. I'm always trying to give the best deal. This is the best deal. The Audio-Technicas are the best deal. Best bang for your buck. Not bass heavy, but it's all around good sound for the price.